Hello everyone, I'm Larkin and welcome back to Geometry Dash. So today we're going to be doing Quest for Perfection by Lazerblitz, and that's probably the first time I've said that right in my life. But yeah, so this is a remake of Cataclysm. It was made in 2.0. This level is important to me really because, one, this is going to be my first Extreme Demon in a long time, and two, this is, of course, a remake of Cataclysm, as I said. And for those of you that don't know and that haven't been around for a really long time, Cataclysm was basically my step up. Like, I did Supersonic, and then I did Cataclysm next. It took me 4 months and 55,000 attempts, but I did it because I just didn't give up. But it was a wave that caused me a problem, that wave right there, so... of course there are some parts that are different, like that part there, for example, and this part even. It's got the same sort of layout, but it is slightly different. And at the end, there is the jewel, and by the jewel I mean the piece of shit that ruins this level. But yeah, you will see what I'm talking about when I get there. So, of course, I know this level pretty well. Played it 55,000 times, shit. But yeah. Most of my attempts were spent on this first wave, to be fair. But, you know, I'm doing a lot better than I was doing on the original Cataclysm, let's put it that way. So, I'm usually not too bad at Rage with Extreme Demons. I'll probably get there eventually, but usually it's the easier demons that cause me the biggest problem when it comes to Rage, because I kind of expect to die a lot on Extreme Demons, so it doesn't really surprise me when I keep dying. But if I die a lot on an easy demon, then it just pisses me off, because I can usually do it like first time in a copyable. And although I can usually do most of this first time in a copyable, you know, I'm still, you know, it's going to take a lot longer for me to get fired up over this. So, yeah. Making the most of not being angry. But I'm sure this game is gonna do its job and piss me the fuck off. You know, because that's really what Geometry Dash is. Shit. So that UFO's causing me a problem. I mean, one thing that has been nerfed is the ship at 40. In the original Cataclysm, of course, there is that straight fly, and it is the hardest part of the level, and it is the most inconsistent thing to ever be created in a level, not literally, before I start a giant comment war. But yeah, I mean, Cataclysm, the original I'm talking about, despite how long it took me, it's probably my favourite level. Sorry that I'm stuttering kind of, by the way, everyone. I usually don't. No, I'm just kidding, I always stutter. But today I'm stuttering even more because I don't even know. I'm just a retard. I'm gonna try and find a consistent way to do this because that seems to be causing me the biggest problem at the moment. And this UFO. So there's a ship, definitely a lot easier. Right. Let's see what we can do. Okay. I was just being retarded. So sorry for not uploading for a long time, by the way, everyone. I mean, the only explanation I have for that is that I have been practicing this. I mean, it's only been like, I think 6 days, but you know. I'm sure some people still found a way to be triggered at me that whole time. But in all seriousness, that's pretty much the only reason I've not been uploading this level. This piece of shit! Sorry. I'm not even at the last jewel yet. Oh god. So I have had a fucking blast today. Right, I'm just gonna get... If I even go back? Okay, I'm just gonna go back a bit. I feel a bit close to my microphone. But yeah, I've had a blast today. First time I tried to record, my computer started being autistic and the audio just stopped working. Like, I just suddenly couldn't hear anything. And, yeah, so I started freaking out about that, but I managed to fix it. And then, when I finally fixed it, my microphone was being retarded. It's probably still not completely fixed. You can probably hear some background noise, like my old videos, because I don't know what's happened to that. So yeah, it's been a pretty stressful day. Like, I've actually tried to record this probably about 6 times this morning. Well, this afternoon. Which is kind of depressing, but I'm finally there, and now I'm here. I actually just don't want to be here, because I have lost consistency that I had earlier. But hey! Oh, for fuck's sake! Why do I always die on like the shittiest parts when I'm like in normal mode? I've never died there in my life. I probably never even died there on old Cataclysm. Okay. Maybe that's a bit far. Oh, I'm having a full time. See, I always do. I'm playing in the copy ball, yeah, right? This is me in the copy ball. Oh, I'm doing really well, you know, I'm really consistent. I can finally record this and get it done, and I can actually get a hard level done. I start recording, can't even get to fucking 30%! And before I was doing like fucking 20 to 100. Seriously, I did like the first ship to about 80 probably. You know, just that sort of shit. Now I can't even do the first ship. Come on. No! Shit. Just like that. So I think what I'm going to actually start doing is basically another series where I give tips on like the hard levels I beat. Like if I beat a hard level, I will do a video like giving tips on how to do the hardest parts or all the parts. But I'm thinking whether I should make another channel to do that or just do it on the same channel. Like not for every level, but for the ones that people request that I've completed, I will probably do videos like explaining the tips. But you know, you guys tell me what you think to that idea, and I will try and work myself around it. So what I'm going to do right now is just practice the duel for a little bit, because it's stressing me out thinking about it. So as you can see, horrible, I hate this duel so much. It's okay as soon as you get past this part. Literally, it's okay from here on out. I don't mind after that. It's just this bit. Like even this bit's not too bad. It's a bit annoying, but it's just thinking about, I know how many times I'm gonna die. Okay. Right. That's not too bad, right? Let's check in my audio. It doesn't look too good, so yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm sure some of you are wondering about the menu music going back to the default one. Well, I had to reinstall the game to see if it fixed my audio problem, which it didn't, but hey, I fixed it now, that's all that matters, right? So a lot of people back in the day, when I was doing the original Cataclysm, never thought that I would be able to do Cataclysm. It was all like, hey, you can't go from beating Supersonic to beating Cataclysm like that, you have to work your way up. So I was like, well fuck you, because I'm stubborn, and I just did Supersonic to Cataclysm. Because that's what I've always been like. And now I've done Bloodbath, somehow. I mean, obviously Bloodbath's like number 20 on the hardest demon list now, or somewhere around there, which kind of creeps me out, because there was a point where that level was impossible, and I think it was, well, not impossible, but you kind of get the idea. I think it was number 1 on the list for over a year. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. So, big step up. Again, at the time, I mean, I did it when it was number 1. And then Scoop and Hell was released like 5 minutes after. But still. I mean, Cataclysm now, I'm sure to people, doesn't seem too hard, but back at the beginning of 2016, you know, we're talking the top 10, and now it's probably not even in the top 50. Fuck off, 65 again. You know, I can talk a lot about the history of Cataclysm when I was playing it. I mean, I'll tell you about the morning I woke up and realised that Cataclysm had been buffed. So, basically, I was probably about 30,000 attempts through the level. Had about, I think I had 70 at the time. Wait, I will continue my story in a second. Fuck off. Yeah. So basically, yeah, I woke up, I was about 30,000 attempts through the level, and I woke up and I looked at my iPad, and I saw lots of YouTube notifications, and the average comment was, "Hey Brandon, you're fucked." And I thought, why? And I also saw on my notifications, Riot just uploaded a video, new Cataclysm, updated, buffed, or something. So I looked at it and I just thought, oh my fucking Jesus. You know, there was so much shit that had been changed and updated, and because I had already had 30,000 attempts and knew the level like the back of my hand, I basically had to relearn it. And yeah, that's why it took me 55,000 attempts. Like, I was so close to completing it before that happened. Okay, getting a bit more consistent. That makes me happy. Oh, fuck you. I don't get nervous, yeah, or anything now. Like, I'll probably get nervous at the duel, but I don't get nervous there. I'm just being retarded. Like, when I never die on that ship. I never even died on that ship in the old Cataclysm. That's how much I don't die on that ship. I keep calling it old Cataclysm, but I mean original. I mean, of course, when the update of Cataclysm came out, the buff, it came with some different parts. I mean, the ship got completely remade. Like, it was nothing like the original. But some bugs got fixed and shit, so I guess it kind of helped. I mean, there was some things in the Cataclysm, like, before it got updated, that were just so inconsistent. And I'm just telling you this story for those of you who might be new to the game or not know about it. But, like, there was a 70% part, like, these two slopes together that just... It was like a 5% chance of getting through, and the rest of the time you just died and you couldn't do anything about it. And that got fixed in the buff, but, you know, still. If there's one thing I know, it is Cataclysm. You bastard. Fuck! No! That was my chance. I got past that part as well. No. Shit. I'm gonna be here for a while. Can already tell. That got my heart pumping. I wasn't even nervous. And suddenly, as soon as I got to that duel, like, my heart rate just, like, changed and multiplied by about 3. Oh, fuck you in the pussy. Yes! Fuck you! Yes! Oh. Ah. It's over. And I'm so... Oh my god, I had 1 death on the duel. What a fluke. Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna have to check I'm recording, because if I'm not, I'm actually going to kill myself. Okay, we're recording! Something's actually gone right today. Okay. Right, okay, it's over. Extreme Demon. First one in a pretty long time. Let's do all this shit. And I'll count my attempts. Probably not many, but of course you've got to remember the 55k that I had on Cataclysm. So 482 plus 545. So not too bad to say that it's an extreme demon, of course. I'll tell you the attempts right now. So 1027 attempts. Let me just check that it was 482, because I am kind of retarded sometimes. Yeah, 1027 attempts. So that's not too bad. Of course, you've got to remember the 55,000 attempts. But yeah. So next, I'm thinking of doing Curse Mansion by Girly Dash and Anubis, because for my Halloween video, because that's in 3 days. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I'm so happy that I've got this out of the way. You know, I'm over the moon. I don't seem it, but that's because I've had a stressful day and now I need to lie down and hopefully never wake up again. So yeah, anyway, until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.